Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Sanny.
I'm Wanny.
And I'm Hanny. Today we're going to be telling scary stories.
Scary.
Okay, let me start.
I'm just touching my toes, guys.
Ew.
These are all from Reddit.
Reddit is a sponsor of this video.
What do you say?
At home, 5:30 max.
5:30 max.
Bro, it's
Who's
only
max?
4:17.
Shut up.
Tell your dad.
Hey, let me tell it. So the title is The Cry from the Locker. In the 90s, I was a PP officer.
Huh?
In Japan, where I often dealt with smaller cases and basic traffic violations. However, later in my career, Japan experienced a major economic crash.
Japan. Wait, what time is this? Back into where?
90s.
That my grandpa was there.
Was it PP officer?
My grandpa was there. Actually,
Japan?
yeah. My grandpa lived in Japan and he had this kid in Japan.
Actually?
He cheated on my grandma.
1990. Why at 1990?
Okay.
Yeah, he was there.
So, the country experienced
What's a
an
PP officer?
economic crash, which led the department to focus more on welfare checks. While many of these checks involved finding people who had either died in their own filth or a man spiraling in his own self-pity. What does that mean?
What?
I fortunately only handled these situations a handful of times. But one case has stuck with me. We received a call for a welfare check on a mother and child. The call came from the child's father, which hadn't heard from his ex-wife or received any updates about his newborn daughter in weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I called our CGC caseworker, but they never followed up, he said, his voice brittle, sounding as if he were holding back a sob. I'm worried. I need to know if my baby is okay.
Aww.
I reassured him that the mother was probably having trouble getting a phone or was simply being stubborn. I asked for the address and the names of the mother and child, hanny and news. Guys, so basically I guessed Wanny's password. It was just like her birthday. I'm sorry, I'm revealing your password.
Oh, her birthday.
And then Sanny was like, mine's like someone's name. And we're like, you're a
It's her
weirdo.
knee-how fine
And
check.
then I typed in his name, his first name, and it was his first name.
I ain't lying.
You're so
I thought you
weird.
would give it a code name or something.
That's what
Yeah.
I did, but DG guessed it, and I was like, oh, hell no. They do it.
Found out he's like, what if he's like, what's your password?
Boy,
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
what my
telling
dad
you.
does.
Oh my god.
I have to change it now.
Okay,
He
anyways.
doesn't like go through. He only does it when I'm there.
So, okay. Hanny News file was interesting. Although she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, the courts had ruled that her we can't be laughing. The courts had ruled that her child, Anu, should stay with the mother full time, granting that the father only limited visitation rights. Since there was no mention of any child abuse reports before or after the divorce, I believe that maybe the letter from the father was just too paranoid.
I wish you guys could see us right now. See me right now. I have a baby.
You just have to believe her.
Wait, should I take a picture of it? Like put it.
Yeah.
Pinky.
Your bed is gonna be in the background.
Continue. I mean, sure, she has an illness, but that doesn't make her a bad mother. Are you filming a TikTok? She's so cute. Look at she's sitting. Okay. I arrived at the apartment complex. It looked run down and tiny. That's mean. I entered through the front, and the smell of mold and water damage reeked through the halls. And they lived on the 3rd floor. I entered the elevator and pressed the button.
Okay, bro.
Why is her name kind of like mine?
Yeah.
Hanny.
That's what I was thinking. You guys were thinking that?
What?
Shut
I was
up.
thinking that the whole time.
Should I just say Hanny instead of Hanny?
Yeah.
When I arrived, I noticed there was a row of coin lockers. You would usually find these near most train stations, but I guess the landlord wanted extra cash and had placed them there for people to rent. I counted the rooms as I walked by. CO1, CO2, and so on. And finally, apartment CO5. I knocked on the harsh wood of the door, feeling like I could have broken it with a harder knock.
Okay,
That's like
strong
how
boy.
Whoa.
how weak the door is. Yes. A soft, hoarse voice came from behind the door. Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer Kobayashi. I was called for a welfare check. Can you let me?
What? Are you watching TikToks?
She's like recording my voice. Can you come out to talk?
Who is Eliza? Who is Eliza?
Can you guys focus?
Yes.
Aww. That's kind of like...
Keep going. She opened the door slowly. Hanny was a thin woman. Hey, where my waist at? Find my waist. Her hair looked unwashed. Oh. And her clothes appeared too big for her small frame.
Wow.
She looked up at me,
Oversize is good.
leaning against the door frame. What do you want? Your ex-husband was worried about the safety of you and your daughter. Can I come in? I tried to look behind her so I could
Wait,
at
is
least...
he CPS?
Grady.
I guess.
Okay.
Grady.
I tried to look... Sit down. I tried to look behind her so I could at least get a glimpse of the baby, hoping to ease not only my own mind but the father's as well. The silence within the home felt strange.
Did she kill the baby?
Considering the baby was a newborn.
Shoot.
Oh,
No.
like he's like, oh, the baby should be like whining or crying or like laughing or something.
Yeah.
Why would the baby
'Cause,
be
like-
laughing?
I don't know, like baby noises, you know? I would have expected to hear something. She rolled her eyes before saying, no, we're fine, and tell the bastard not to call again.
Bastard?
The
Bastard?
ex-husband's a bastard.
Oh,
She
bastard.
slammed the door in my face.
I
Damn.
thought she said master.
I blinked in shock before sighing. She looked fine, and I couldn't see any signs of danger either. Although she looked thin, that wasn't a justification to barge in.
Wow, that rhymed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she just had a baby. How could she be so thin?
Yeah, shouldn't you have a
She
little bit of...
popped out a big ass thing.
Chub! I stood there
Yeah, but
for...
you don't lose weight like that.
I stood there
Yeah,
for a
that's
few
true.
moments before heading back to the elevator. As I walked past the lockers, I heard a faint, soft cry.
No.
Shoot.
Stop.
I stopped in my tracks. It sounded like a baby.
My baby's right here. I have to close its ears.
I looked at the locker next to me, a small blue locker. The cry came from it again. I couldn't move. I mean, I must be hearing the cry from somewhere else. My thoughts were racing. I couldn't just not look inside. I had to look. My fingers slowly insert a coin. A loud click came from the door. I slowly opened the small locker door. I couldn't breathe. My throat felt like it was closing in on itself. A small newborn baby wrapped in a small baby blue blanket lay within the locker.
Oh my god.
Like, how is he laying? Like upways, sideways,
Downways.
Her body thin and purple.
No, I don't like
The blanket was leaking brown sludge and maggots.
What?
Okay, this
So
is
it's
just
been
messed
there
up.
a while. I thought maybe like the person's coming, so she just threw the baby there, you know?
I choked out a cry and tried to hold back the vomit. I reached for my walkie-talkie, but before I could, the woman lunged from behind me.
Ew.
She held me down, trying to bash my head into the tile below, her nails digging into my neck like pins to a cushion. I hit her with the side of my walkie-talkie hard, making sure she bled before putting my knee into her back.
Oh my gosh.
I struck her with the side of my walkie-talkie again, the blow landing with a sickening force. Blood pooled beneath her, but I didn't stop. This is a thin woman. Why?
Yeah.
Just like make sure, just don't hurt her. Just like make her stop moving. Blood pooled beneath her, but I didn't stop. Pressing my knee into her back, making sure she stayed down. I called for backup, barely hearing my own voice as it trembled through the static. I cuffed her, trying to stay focused, but all I could think about was the sound of my heart pounding in my chest, urging me to do something, anything, before it all fell apart. The others arrived and took her away for questioning. I stumbled outside, collapsing onto the curb, my hands shaking as I lit a cigarette. I inhaled deeply, but it did nothing to numb the ache gnawing at me.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm like
Frank.
scared. Like, this is why, like, I love crime.
This is why
But
I live in America.
Literally cannot, like, if I would see someone, like, if I would see that, I would literally die myself.
Yeah.
Where's my daughter? Where's my baby girl? The words tore out of me, desperate, broken. Please, sir, stand back. I recognized the voice instantly, but I couldn't bring myself to meet his gaze. I kept my eyes on the ground, the weight of the world pressing down on me. I knew deep down that I didn't need an answer.
Oh my gosh, that is terrible. How is this not a Stephanie Sue episode, guys?
Because it's not real.
Oh, it's not real?
Wait, is it real?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I think it is real. Because he's saying, like, oh, one time I was an officer in the 90s. Huh.
How old is this guy? 5 days ago.
Huh.
That's crazy. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro? Leave me and my baby alone.
Okay, who wants
Check your
to
snap.
who wants to read next?
I'll read next.
Oh, okay, you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, whenever I ask something, Sanny and Wanny say it at the same time, but then they both give up the chance. So it's like
Yeah, but last time, what was it that I was?
Bro, 5%.
charge that shiz, bro.
Wait, this is already at 12 minutes. Incident and
Black
horrific
magic.
sights me and my friends went through.
Wait.
Do black magic.
Okay.
Say we're learning about black
Okay.
magic. To black magic him.
Caution, might be sensitive to some
gosh.
people and read carefully as it includes gore.
Gore? What is gore?
Like blood.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
guts and
18 months living here in Odisha.
Odysseus? Odisha.
Where's that?
I don't know. Like Greek.
Before starting, don't worry, the story won't be that exaggerated and long, and everything I said is real. I have had a connection with nature since long.
Nature?
I have hiked and camped in the Himalayas many times. Oh wow. Being born at home sucks so much that me and my friends were always drawn to nature, and we often went out near forests and stuff. That day, no one was free except for me and my other friend. For this story, let him be S.
Him?
Finding human/animal bones.
What the sigma?
Bro, I can't talk on my nose, so just these are coming.
Do
up,
this.
guys. What the?
Moisturize.
Oi, what yikia? Wait. We decided we would go to a spot, a very foresty spot near our home. He came and I started driving my Activia? What's Activia? Is that a car? Activa. We listened to music along the way and then went. We reached and I parked near the forest. It was a normal sunny day. We both had our 20 RS Cokes in hand and we started going in. We took photos, explored around. Then we decided let's go and explore more. And hell yeah, always up for that.
Hell yeah.
Then we went and stood near a small water stream line and some very tall grass. And it was bare, open, yet green land. I was standing and drinking my Coke when S called me. Oi, what you got here? I got shocked and
Wait, is
yelled.
it actually in Urdu?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I got shocked and yelled yet scared
Who
because
said
it
that?
was a remote
S
S.
said that?
Yeah.
Why
Wait,
did
where's
S sing?
it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Serena said it. Because it was
Wait,
remote
Sanny,
and risky
where's
area.
this? Where is this taking place?
Like near the Himalayas. Like India, I think.
What?
Himalayas is India,
No,
Yeah.
it's in Nepal.
Say what?
but they speak.
Nepali.
Well,
Napoleon.
is it similar to?
I don't know.
No,
search
it's
it
not
up.
similar to Hindi.
So.
Wait, the Himalayas? Where is it?
Because it was remote
By the
and
way, guys-
risky area.
Oh
This
no,
is-
Mount Everest is.
By
in
the way,
Nepal.
guys, this is not racist. This is not racist because we speak Urdu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a remote and risky area. I looked back. There were bones. Yes, literal bones. And they looked like a
Bones?
human bones and some
They look
animal
like a
bones.
human bones.
I am no archaeologist
bones?
person.
Bones.
Oh,
I am
thought
no
you said bows. I'm like,
archaeological
whoa.
archaeological person, but it was obvious to figure that out. I took a close sneak peek and took a pic as well. There was only did I realize we both were standing near more than 10 to 20 bones spread over the area.
Wait,
and I swear we
10
didn't
to
notice
20 bones
we didn't
spread out.
and I swear we didn't notice anything intentionally, or maybe we were too lost exploring nature. The moment of serenity turned into a moment of curiosity. I went on and took different pics of bones. But yes, the area started to feel a little off, and we decided to go back. Why did her notifications say Sheen?
Yeah, I don't know why they're like talking, bro. I was listening to music yesterday.
Her
and it's, like,
notification talked.
in the middle. It's like I don't wanna, and then Shein. Bro.
That's so scary. The moment of serenity turned into curiosity. I went on and took different pics of the boats. But yes, the area started to feel a little off, and we decided to go back. On the way back, I noticed some burnt spots below a tree. I ignored them. The black magic setup. Then we started to go back. Red Indian, sorry. It's
It's
India.
Indian?
Then we started to go back, covering the route we came by. And to my surprise, I saw some red clothes. Precisely a red Indian sari. Yes, of course, in the middle of nowhere. That was quite intriguing to me. I went on near, not touching, but taking a closer look. Guess what I found? A whole black magic is set up. A pit with red bagels, red clothes,
Red bagels?
and other female stuff like
Pads?
sindoor and stuff. Around
Sindoor?
2 to 3 holes were
like-
dug and things
jewelry or something?
and things were laid out inside.
I think-
Were laying inside of them. I also took a pic of them. Then me and my friend my friend confused looked around and things started to seem more than off than they were when we came at the first time. P.S. I have come to this place more than 3 to 2 times, but I never went too deep. This was the first time with someone.
Why is it not working?
Fatty.
Then we moved back, came back to my car, and went. The railway incident, the same hour.
What?
Bro,
What
look how
railway?
long it is. I'm only here.
They said it's not going to be that long.
We decided we had explored enough, but it was only 30 to 40 minutes. Let's go somewhere. So we decided to take a ride above the flyover to a different spot. Maybe to go for a ride or eat something. We took the other route, went there, and decided to come back home from the other route, which was the flyover I talked about.
Why are we rhyming?
Why did I read it as foyer?
Yeah, why are you?
To our surprise, there wasn't much public crowd when we saw initially. But then we saw many people taking a peek from a spot over the flyover. I slowed down and stopped my vehicle. Before telling what it was, I was going to be really gory and sensitive. There was There was a railway line passing below the flyover. A teen whose body was cut in 3 pieces by those that it was laying on the track, dead. My friend came into a shock and told me. I tried to peek and saw it. We both got numb for the whole day. And you know what's fascinating? The body was laying near the same damn route we went to the forest. That chilled us to the core. We did go home, but neither of us could forget this incident.
Bro, I would like.
Are you tired?
Yes.
From reading?
Where?
Murder warning.
Okay. Now, of course, that didn't stop us. They were shocked and... Okay. Their friends suggested, let's go explore again as a group. And that their life is boring and another adventure. And then there were 4 people, me, S, and 2 other friends. And they went to the same spot. And the bones were perished. Only a few... Yeah, perished. Only a few imprints and small pieces were there. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that tree where there was a burn spot below. We went there and hung out for a while.
Why would you hang out there?
I noticed a guy randomly spawned out of the nowhere and started to walk to us all silent, trying to avoid everything around. He simply came around and said, you all look good and from good households. Please run away from here right now. This isn't a good place. He seemed worried and scared, also adding, you don't know anything about this place. Go away fast. Well,
Get lost.
Of course, we all ran as fast as we could. And that guy, he was nowhere to be found when we looked back. Only that I spotted him near the tree for the last time. We all went back home.
Damn.
Murder warning.
What are these?
Oh,
if
okay.
you want the photos, I don't want the photos.
Or the location.
Guys, should we go there for a video? No.
Okay. Last story. Me and one of my other friends also went the second day with us. We decided we should all go again. Okay, we were sitting and deciding whether we should enter or not. And enter or not, because of course it's all pitch black inside that area and only some junjos.
Where?
Jugnos.
What's that?
I don't know what that means, but I know what it means.
Shut up, bro. I kind of know what it means. Like, I don't know what it means.
Like some homeless type of people, you know? Some, like, bad people.
Thanks.
So I insisted, let's go, but he got scared and said, nah, it's night. We shouldn't take the risk. And I also thought, yeah, after all that happened. So we were discussing it, and a random man seemed to stare at us from a long away from the road we came from. And he was high, I could tell, and he came to us walking slowly. He came and literally screamed at us. Why the hell are you both here? You look so young and good from a good household.
Is it the same guy? Because he's saying the same words.
Yes, the same person from earlier. And this guy was more... But this person was more older and mature.
What?
We said we didn't know anything about this area and came to explore. What's the problem? He said, don't you know that there have been there have been murders in this area and no one has stepped a foot here since months? If you get caught right now, you will be legally under surveillance. Why are you doing this? You both are young and got a life ahead of you. He also added something which seemed off. This whole area, I know this whole area. It's like the whole area is mine. I'm saying just go away from here as fast as you can. I don't want to get you in trouble with police or what's inside and stuff. Also using swear words on us. Mm-hmm. We explained to him that we didn't know anything about the murders and all. We lived around here. We don't live around here, and there hasn't been any Rules.
Look.
Who is this?
It's twisted.
Yeah, that's the original cover.
Actually?
I don't like it.
I would have never read it if it was...
That's the online version only. He stared at us and I drove off. We were numb the whole way back.
If you want the photo, should we ask... when was this?
Yeah.
When was this released?
5 days. Wait, 5 days ago?
No, that was a different one.
Damn. This was released... They're asking 12 hours ago. We could ask them for the photos.
Wow, you got a big tummy.
Does your dad check your iPad?
No. Wait, but I don't have a phone number.
Man,
wait, should I put my email?
Okay, if you want the photos of the location, or the spot, or the bones, or the setup stuff, please DM me.
But I don't want to see the photos.
I don't
want
want
to
to DM him. Yeah,
it's
scary.
Wait, yeah, do I send it to you?
DM him where?
Yeah.
What's his
on
name?
Instagram.
No, I don't want to. I'm not doing that, bro.
So that's all for that's all.
That's all for
That's
today,
all for
guys.
today's video. We're gonna try to DM him and try to get them images.
Hanny has
Scary.
Discord and he has a Discord.
So we're gonna see if he can
I'm
send
gonna
a
message
message.
him.
Because it was only
I'll be
12
like,
hours ago.
hey, I read your Reddit story and I was really intrigued.
I was excited to say that.
So yeah,
I really want to see the picture.
I'll insert the pictures.
What are you doing with my baby?
I'll insert the pictures. Thank you guys for watching.
People.
What?
The pictures.
I'm not gonna insert them. They won't. They're probably gonna get the YouTube ban.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you like these type of videos, let us know.
Like and subscribe and smash that subscribe button.
Smash that like button.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.